little variation to our pet segment this morning. We're talking about bird flu. Dr. Tony Kremer's here with Jerry. How are you?
Morning, great.
This is Maggie.
It is. Maggie's a 25-year-old African gray parrot. This is Jerry. This is her bird.
And she has a 4-year-old vocabulary.
Jerry told me a little bit about her extensive vocabulary, so we're kind of hoping that all we hear is pretty bird this morning. I don't think we can bleep out live TV, can we?
No, she's a lot like me when I was 25. We want to talk about bird flu, though, because a lot of people have these pets, Tony, and they're pretty freaked out, but you want to let them know, take precautions, but you don't overreact.
No panic, just precaution. Basically, we want to talk a little bit about the impact that this had. A story came up a couple of weeks ago about a cat dying of bird flu in Germany. One cat in all of Europe. And as veterinarians, we have fielded calls about people worried about whether they should get rid of their bird or that type of thing, and absolutely it's overreacting. A house pet like this is very unlikely, being isolated in a home, to come in contact with wild birds or waterfowl, which is typically where that disease came into the population from.
People, though, may worry when they hear about a cat, especially, or a dog dying from that, because it's starting to now move over to other species of animals.
Exactly. Any virus like flu like that jumps around to other species kind of gets a little worrisome. But again, this is one cat, and again, very unlikely that we would deal with that as a big problem. Our thoughts are just precautionary. Make sure we keep our cats up to date on vaccinations so that they don't get maybe another disease that immunosuppresses them, that would make them more likely to catch something like bird flu. Also, keeping them indoors. If a cat goes outside and is coming in contact with catching birds, hunting birds, finding a dead bird, the risk would be tremendously higher than it would as a house cat.
It seems like that would be higher than having a house parrot, if you will, and a house cat. Do you recommend having the two of them, or a dog and a parrot, or a dog and a cat in the same house? To me, it seems a little risky.
Jerry has cats, and they get along. I suppose it's just how you raise them, that type of thing.
Okay.
We also have had questions a little bit about dogs, and right now there's been no cases of bird flu going to a dog, but eventually that may happen. And to address that, basically all we want to do is tell people, again, the concern might be that many of our pets, or some pets out there, are hunting dogs, and they are coming in contact with wild fowl, and that may be a window of opportunity for a disease, so we want to be a little bit cautious about that.
Great advice. We want to thank you all for coming in. If you have a question for the Chicago Veterinary Medical Association, you can always give them a call. We'll put that number on your screen, 630-325-1231. Maggie's nervous. That's why she didn't talk. It is live television. And we'll go back to you.
Might be a good thing.
Yeah.